Below Natural has now confirmed that PvP mode will come out in January, most likely, and they are just putting on the finishing touches for PvP mode. As we know, this area here, PvP mode, is going to be used, and from what it appears, might have to be an interaction with the statue here, or I'll just go into the area as, say, the events maps. There are going to be two teams, the red and the blue team, and we know that there's going to be 1v1 and 2v2 at least. I don't know about 3v3 or 4v4, given that the max limit of the game is 6 players at the moment. The maximum that can be done is 3v3, and even then, that might be a sandbox / admin mode exclusive thing, but you never know. The biggest factors of not adding PvP mode in like the previous years would have been matchmaking, and now that matchmaking's in the game, you could probably do that very easily. It's going to be ranked matchmaking as matchmaking here. If you choose a random match, like a quad for example, you'll get paired with similar people of your ability. So it will likely be the case here, initially based on levels, until it'll be based on wins and losses. Well, probably just wins actually, because it also incorporates the amount of losses you have in survival mode. Also, with matchmaking, I think that if you're in a group, another person, you'll also have to be paired with them. I don't know, because in the previous PvP testing weekends, that's not been the case. Could be changed here. Should be changed here. We also know that it's going to be 11 PvP maps. Now, they actually broadly follow the patterns seen in PvP testing. So these 11 maps, they're actually seen in the PvP maps that were leaked by Adversary a while ago. So here, for example, that is actually PvP test map 5. This one, for example, this one's going to be PvP map 8, as seen here. So the 11 maps are something that looks like Badlands, something that looks like Simplicity Updated, something that looks like Tropical Isles, something that looks like medieval times back in the day, depressive London shit, some island thingy that looks like one of those tycoon games, some map that looks like a Grand Canyon type of thing, so end of the line but prehistoric, and some arena based thing, some work in progress city that was leaked a while back, neon raiders like those hyperbike thingies from Roblox back in the day, and then a harbour like map. Actually a while back, especially during, you'll see one of these maps in the Roblox trailer for PvP mode, you'll see that there are actually a couple more maps that were leaked that were for PvP mode. The only problem is they're probably not going to be added unless they've been remade specifically for recently. So, for example, here, this work in progress map, or work in progress city, that's been reworked, so is likely to be in the game. These 3 maps, on the other hand, apart from maybe this Badlands looking thing, these 2 maps here, they're not going to be included because they're not recently been leaked. So, yes. Additionally, in each of these maps, you can see enemies that have been secretly leaked. People have speculated are PvP exclusive enemies. So here you can see an enemy with red border. Here you can see a speedy boss like enemy. In this one you can see a red outline enemy, and here you can see some black enemy with eyes at the back. These enemies aren't actually seen in the PvP testing, and who knows if they're going to be there, given Below Natural has said that they're just adding the finishing touches to it. So that could mean new enemies, it could be new unique maps, or it could just be rebalancing in general, because PvP mode, it's currently a rough outline. The last PvP testing was a while back. The rough outline was, I want to say, pretty poor. It was just very unfinished, shall we say. Not all the code used to work, and there were a lot of bugs. But here you can see the last test was in July. Really, it was that long ago. So look at the bug list for PvP mode, and yes, the bugs were getting fixed, but then bugs were also being introduced. So not all of these bugs, not all of these Bible-like bugs were fixed. So we'll just have to see if PvP mode will fix every single one of these bugs, or if things will happen. Probably be chaotic when it's first released. We'll have to see. It'll probably be miles better than the PvP product that we had in 2019 and 2020. You'll be able to send enemies, detailed stats on the wiki. Thanks Menton. Probably these enemies will be updated to their new models. So, for example, Gravedigger. Yeah, if the Gravedigger is involved in PvP mode, it won't be like this. And who knows? The structure of PvP mode will probably not even have these enemies. It'll probably be something very unique. Like I said, unique enemies were leaked in the past. They haven't been seen yet. So we'll have to see.